Have you ever wondered what to do with leftover Christmas candy? Make cookies, of course, if you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So as you can tell, I'm making cookies today with the Ghirardelli peppermint chocolate square things. When growing up, these were pretty much the standard Christmas candy in my household, and as you can see, they still are today. These candies have been sitting in my cabinet for a few weeks now, so I figured I'd get a bit more creative than just eating them plain. Also, I'm currently sick, so if I sound stuffy, that's why. But anyways, on to the story. Where I'm from in the Midwest, it usually snows. If not in December, then definitely in January and February. My second year of college, it even snowed the day before that year's spring graduation. It was so cold. When I was younger, I did the typical kid things by going sledding, building a snowman, having hot chocolate and whatnot, but what you may consider the typical snow day looked a little bit different for me, because I lived in the country. I specifically grew up on a farm with lots of hills and open space, so you may see where this is going, but when it snowed and the roads weren't too slick, my friend would come over and we would go sledding. We had a pretty big hill to do so too. Remember when I said that I lived on a farm like a few seconds ago? Well, my dad had cows and they roamed the field with that hill frequently. When it was cold enough, their dookie froze. So, us kids would be sledding down the hill and slide over them, and if we were lucky enough and had enough speed, we would even get the chance to catch some air. But most of the time, it just felt like we were going over rocks. Anyways, I'd like to sound cool and say that we stayed outside from sunrise to sunset, flying over the forbidden fudge, but realistically, why did I say that? But realistically, I'd either get too winded from walking up that hill, or we'd get called in because it was too cold outside and we had been outside for too long. So shout out to my mom for looking out for us though. Regardless, I guess growing up in the middle of nowhere had its perks. I also have another short snow day story to share with you. I was scrolling through my camera roll and I saw a picture from 2019. It looked like it had snowed while I was back home from college on break. And I think I attempted to build a snowman. My family dog, Katie, was out with me while I was rolling up the snow. And I guess my goal was to get the base as big as her because look at this picture. But keep in mind too, she's about 80 pounds. I can't tell if she looks proud or confused or concerned, but I can tell you she loved the snow that day. So switching over from my snow day story times to the cookies, these cookies are so good. Disclaimer, nothing beats the classic chocolate chip, of course. I've actually used this recipe since college, and I'm pretty sure I was just looking for a recipe on the internet for chocolate chip cookies and I found this one and it's stuck ever since. It makes the softest and the yummiest dough. If I could, I'd probably just make the cookie part without the chocolate. Nothing's stopping me, so maybe I'll do that later. But if you like soft cookies, you will love this recipe. I swear, these cookies are that good. They may look a little underdone because they're pale, but they are the perfect consistency and the perfect texture for me. I'm going to put the link to the original recipe in the description. If you make these, let me know what you think. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Goodbye!
Grocery store. The girl who told me in 10 years she probably changed.